Hi there, in this tutorial we will learn how to create a Google search engine business card, and this is totally exceptional and uncommon type of business card, and I hope you will like this business card. And let's create a Google search engine business card. As you know, the standard size for creating a business card width will be 3.5 inches and height will be 2 inches, and we will create an image from our file menu. So here is the file menu and we will go for new option. Here is the tab for creating our new image, and as I told you before, that width will be 3.5 inches and height will be 2 inches, and resolution will be 300 pixel per inches, and color mode will be RGB color. And let me write a name for this image. I want to write Google search engine business card. Okay, so I'm selecting OK. Cool. So this is our image, and you can take a look. A new layer is created in our layer panels, and I want to rename this layer. I want to name front part background. So therefore we have to double click on this layer by our left button of mouse, and let me write front part BG. That means a front part background. Actually, this business card will have two part. One is front part and one will be back part. So right now we will work with front part. Once we will complete our front part, then we will work for back part. So let's create the front part. So right now we will create a Google logo in our business card. So let's take a look at how Google logo looks like. Here is the Google website, and we will create this exact same logo in our business card. We will use the exact same color, same font and same style. So let's create this Google logo in our business card. To create a Google logo, I want to use this type tool. So here is the type tool, and let me write Google. But this text font really not looks similar with the Google logo font, and that's why we will change the font. So let me select this entire text, and here is the font option. We will use Product Sans. We will use this Product Sans font, and this Product Sans font already given in our exercise file. So I want to make it a little bit bold, and therefore here is the option. Right now it's in a regular mode, but I will go for bold mode. So here is the bold. Okay, now it looks really good. And right now we will change the color for each and every alphabet. If you take a look on Google logo, they have different color for different alphabet, and we will do the same. So let's change the color of text. So we will pick the exact color which Google used in their logo, and we will pick the exact color code from here, and that's why we will use an extension, and the name of the extension is Color Pick Eyedropper. You just have to install it, and it's available on Google Chrome extension store, and it's absolutely free. Or if you don't have this Color Pick Eyedropper extension, then you can go for Colorzilla. It's also a good extension. You can have it on your Chrome or on your Firefox browser. So let's get back to our Google website, and right now we will pick the color code for G alphabet, and that's why we have to select this Color Pick Eyedropper extension. So here is the pointer, and let me select this pointer on G, and here is the color code. You just have to copy this color code, and let's get back to Photoshop. So here is our G alphabet. We have to select this G alphabet, you can press shift button on your keyboard with a right or left arrow, or you can use the mouse for selecting this G alphabet. And here is the color option, so I am selecting this color picker option, and here is the place for code, and we will paste the code which we copied from color pick eyedropper extension. And you can take a look, the exact same color Google used on their logo, and we also used the same color for our logo too. So I'm selecting OK. Now it really looks good, and right now we will go for first O alphabet. So let's pick the color code for O alphabet. Let me click once again, and here is the code. So let me copy this code, and let me select this first O alphabet with my keyboard shortcut by pressing shift and left arrow. And here is the color picker option. Let me paste the code, and I'm selecting OK. And right now we will work for our second O. So let's get the color code for second O. Let me click once again, and here is the code. So let me copy this code, and once again you have to select the second O, and here is the color picker option. Let me paste the code. Looks really good. And now we will go for second Z. So here is the second G, and here is the code. Let me copy it, and you just have to select G, color picker, and paste the color code, and I'm selecting OK. Let's go for L. Here is the L, and here is the color code. So just have to select the L, and here is the color picker option. Let me paste the L. Okay, it really looks awesome, but we have to delete this E alphabet, as because if you take a look on the exact logo of Google website, here is the logo of Google, the angle of E alphabet a little bit changed, so we have to do the same things, and we will do our E alphabet, and we will change the angle of E alphabet in our business card too. So let's do that. So let me delete this E alphabet in here, and here is the tick mark. So let me click this tick mark, and I will write E alphabet in here with the same font size, with the same font. So here is the font, and let me write E. Okay, so here is a tick mark, and let's scale this E alphabet. You just have to press Ctrl and T button on your keyboard. Okay, we have to change the angle. So here's the tick mark. Let me select the tick mark, and let's compare with the exact logo of Google from Google website. So here is the E alphabet, and right now we will pick the color code for E alphabet. So let me pick the color code for E alphabet. Here is the code for E alphabet. Let me copy this code, and let me use the same color for E. You just have to select this E alphabet, and you have to press shift button on your keyboard, and you have to select, you have to highlight this E text, E alphabet, and here is the color picker option. You just have to paste the code in here, and I'm selecting OK. So now you can take a look the exact Google logo we have in our business card. So let me select this tick mark, and we have to do one thing, that we have to convert this two layer into a smart object. So you just have to select one layer, and you just have to press shift button from your keyboard and have to select another layer. You can take a look, this two layer is selected, and then you have to right click on your mouse, and then you will get this convert to smart object. So I am selecting convert to smart object, and you can take a look, our both two layers is converted into smart object. So let me rename this layer. You just have to double click on here, and let me write Google logo. Okay, cool. So let's get to work in our next part, and right now we will create a search bar. So right now we will create a search bar in our business card, but before creating our search bar I want to turn on the smart guides. And what is smart guides? You just have to press Ctrl button in your keyboard, and if you move your mouse on this logo you can take a look, there is nothing appearing. And let me turn on the smart guide from view menu. So here is the view menu, and from there we will go for show option, and here we will get smart guides. So let me turn on this smart guides, and now you just have to press the Ctrl button on your keyboard, and you can take a look the properties of placement in here. Smart guide will really help you out to scale or place any image or any object in Photoshop properly, and this guide will suggest you the perfect place. So I will request you always turn on the smart guides and use the smart guides during your editing. Okay, so right now we want to place this Google image in center position, and therefore we have to select these two layers from our layer panels. So here is the Google logo layer is selected, and let me select the second layer by pressing Ctrl button in my keyboard, and please make sure your move tool is selected, and you can take a look, here is some alignment option in here. So here is the center alignment. I am selecting this center alignment, and you can take a look, the image is placed in center position. So now it really looks good, and right now we will create the search bar. So right now we will create this search bar in our business card. So let's create that search bar in here, and therefore we will use this rectangle tools. So let me use this rectangle tools, and let me draw a rectangle shape in here. Okay, looks good. And from the properties of a rectangle shape I want to increase the corner radius. So let me increase the corner radius for 35 pixels. Okay, so I want to put 35 pixels for each and every corner radius, and let me minimize the properties, and we will not use any fill color in here, so therefore we have to select this fill option, and we will go for no fill option. So here is the no fill, and we want to use a stroke. So here is the stroke size, you can take a look, and we want to put 3 pixels. Okay, 3 pixels, and you can take a look, now it really looks good. And let me press Ctrl and Enter button in my keyboard. So this is our search bar, and right now we will create the search icon in here. But before that I want to change this layer names. Let me change the layer names. I want to write search bar. Okay, so now we will create a search icon in here. To create a search icon, you have to right click on this rectangle tools, and then you will get this custom shape tool. So here is the custom shape tool, and let me select this custom shape tool, and here is the shape option, and you will get different type of shapes in here. You just have to click on here, and here is lots of custom shapes are available. So let's find the search shape. So let's go for search shape. Search. I'm sure it's here is the search shape. So you just have to select this search shape, and let's draw a shape in here. So I want to draw in here, and our smart guide says it's in perfect position. So let me press Ctrl and Enter button from my keyboard, and it's totally selected. And if you want to deselect this shape, you just have to press Ctrl and D button from your keyboard. So now it really looks good. So I want to change this layer names. I want to write this search icon in here. So you just have to double click on your mouse, and let me write search icon. Okay, so right now we will use the type tool, and therefore I want to use this type tool, and I will write my name in here. That means you will search in Google. This is the front page, and your search result, I mean your information, will be appeared on back part. That means the search engine says all your information in Google. So this is called the search engine, I mean Google search engine business card. So let's write my name here. We will write a name in here, and as an example I want to write my name, but before that I want to be sure which font Google used for their search bar. So therefore we have to visit our Google website. So here is the Google website, and let me write my name here. Okay, and I want to use this same font which Google used for their search bar, and therefore I want to take an image slice of my name, and therefore I want to use the sniping tool. Here is the sniping tool, and let me create a slice of image, and I want to take this exact slice of my name. Okay, so let me save it in our exercise file. So here is the save option, and we will save it with my name. Okay, and I'm selecting save. So let me close this sniping tool software, and let's get back to Photoshop. So we saved a slice from Google, and right now we have to open that name. So therefore I am selecting this file menu, and from there we will go for open option, and we saved that image with the name of Stephen text. So you have to open this text, and you just have to select this image, and you just have to click open. You can take a look, the image is opened in here, and right now we will find the exact font which Google used in here. So therefore we will select this type menu, and from there we will go for match font option. So here is the tab for match font. So let me scale this frame properly with my name. So I want to pull it little bit left and here. Okay, you can take a look, this match font option already started working, and here is it's searching for fonts. Maybe it will take some little more time. Okay, so this match font tab showing some font name in here, and that font might be similar with this text. So we can take a look. Number of fonts are available, and I think this Arial regular, it's really looks similar with this text. So as an example, we will go for Arial regular font. So let's use this Arial regular font. Let me close it. Let me close this tab, and now we will go for type tool. So here is the type tool, and right now I will write my name in here. So before writing my name, I want to change the font from here. So let me select this Arial font, and we will go for regular mode. So let me write my name here. Let me write my name, Stephen Coel. Sorry, and we will not use this pink color, and we want to use a black color in here. So here is the color option. Or let me select black color, and I'm selecting OK. But I think the size of font, I mean the size of text, seems a little bit bigger, so I want to reduce the font size. So here is the option. I will go for 10 point. Okay, now it seems good. And here is the tick mark. Let me click this tick mark. Now it looks good, and let me scale this text properly, and therefore I have to use this move tool, and let me scale it properly. And here is the smart guides showing the options. Okay, looks good. So our text part is complete, and now we will create this Google search button. So let's create this Google search button. So before creating our Google search button, I want to convert these 3 layers into a smart object. So let's select these 3 layers by pressing Ctrl button on your keyboard, and you just have to select these 3 layers, and then you just have to right click on your mouse, and then you will get this convert to smart object option. So I'm selecting this convert to smart object, and you can take a look, all these 3 layers converted into smart object. And now you can move this entire search bar anywhere. So let's create a Google search button, and therefore we have to use a rectangle tool. So here is the rectangle tools. You just have to right click on here, and then you will get this rectangle tools. But if you not found this rectangle tools on here, then you just have to follow this icon in here. This is the edit toolbar option. You just have to click on here, or you can right click your mouse button in here, then you will get this edit toolbar option. Then you will get a setup for every toolbar, and you can add this toolbar on your panels. So we have selected this rectangle tools, and we will draw a rectangle shape on here. So let's do that. So let's draw a rectangle shape in here. Let me draw the rectangle shape, and I will scale it later. Okay, so I want to increase the corner radius a little bit, so therefore I want to go for, I think 10 pixel is good. And we will change the fill color. So here is the fill color option, and here is the color picker option. And we will not use this pink color, we will use a little whitish color. Okay, I'm selecting OK, and we will increase the stroke. So I want to put 3 pixel for stroke. Okay, looks good. So let me minimize these properties, and let me rename this layer name. So you just have to double click on here, and let me write search button. Okay, search button, and you just have to press enter button on your keyboard. Now you can take a look, it really looks good. And let me scale this rectangle shape properly, and therefore you have to select this move tool, and you just have to drag and drop, and you can take a look. This smart guide suggesting you some places. I want to put it in here. Okay, looks good. And right now we will type a text, that is Google search. So let's type that Google search text by type tools. So here is the type tool, and we will use the same Arial font, and let me write Google search. Google search, but the size of font seems quite bigger, so let me decrease the size, and you have to highlight entire text, and here is the size option. We will go for 8 point. I think 6 point will be better. 6 point seems a little bit smaller, so I want to put lucky 7. Okay, so now it looks good, and let me select this tick mark, and you can take a look, and let me scale this text properly. Therefore I have to select this move tool, and you just have to place this drag and drop option. I think this smart guide shows a pink bar in here, so I think this is the perfect position for Google search text. So right now I will convert this tooth layer into a smart object. So let me select this search button layer and this text layer, Google search text layer, and let me right click my right button of mouse, and here is the convert to smart object option. So I'm selecting this convert to smart object, and you can take a look, our layer is converted into a smart object. So our front part is completed, and we will go for our back part. So what it really stands for, let me explain you. It stands for someone is searching for you on Google, in Google search engine, and here is the front part, and in our back part he will get the Google search result about your information. And when you search something in Google, Google shows the entire information about your keyword. So this is your name. When you search in Google, Google will show you the result, and the result about you, I mean about your phone number, about your email address, and others information will be shown in back part. So let's start work to create our back part.